Okay. You can already hear the sounds. Oh, I just missed it. You might have heard it, even though I didn't have my phone poked in there. It goes again. Terrible noises this machine's making. I don't know how long I've had this. I think I had this machine for just over 4 months, nearly 5 months now. Let's see how we go. I'm going to make this into... going to keep it at 100. See what we can do with this. You can hear that low pitch. It's a little bit of a high pitch, but you can hear the low pitched one very prominently, or I can. So it's a little bit distracting. We blame it on Konica Minolta, the manufacturer. Oh, fuck you. Your fucking user interface, Konica, is a load of shite. Or should I say, shit. Let's see if we can make this shit work for us. Let's see what we can do with this shit. Gonna make this a negative, positive first go. So I'm gonna make this look good. What sort of hue we're gonna give it. Gonna cool it down. Okay. And the colour balance. Okay, right, done that. I wonder if we're going to add a background colour to this. I wonder what it's going to be. It's going to go magenta. Going to make this our background colour. Okay, let's see what we got. What do we got? I don't know if the background colour's actually going to work on this, because I think it's not a glossy finish, but it's a children's pencil case, I think, made by a company called, everyone knows this name in Australia, at least, Smiggle, or most people probably do, or at least kids know. It's one of those trendy sorts of children's pencil cases. I think it's a pencil case. So I'm going to make it a bit smaller. I'm wondering how small we're going to make it. We're going here. So 86.6. So A3 to B4. So A4 to B5. Whatever. We'll see if we can make this come up a treat. Do something interesting with it. Yeah, it's a very popular brand of stationery for little children, or children in general, maybe not necessarily little children, but maybe it's a very popular brand. I personally don't like Smiggle much. It's a bit too brightly coloured and too plasticky looking for my liking. I like things to look a bit more like black or grey, not this colourful stuff. But it should come up a treat as a demo. Let's see how we've made this look. Let's see if we've made Smiggle. Whoa, that looks interesting. Oh yeah, we do have some background colour on the face there, that funny looking thing. So I'm wondering if we can do better than this, but it looks quite nice. Wondering if we're going to keep it like that, or we're just going to throw that aside, and we're going to go back, and we're also going to adjust something. So it's not a gloss finish on the black areas, but it's a little bit of a sheen on it, like stitching. So I'm wondering if the hue is going to go all the way. And right, I wonder, we're going to start again and make this one better. This is basically a little rabbit and a flower. Typical children's shit. Anyway, let's see if we can do that again. Make it a lot nicer. So this Smiggle case has obviously seen better days than today. But anyway, I think that looks good, and that extra coolness of the hue has just made it a lot nicer. So I think we're going to use that one to work with. So we're going to work with this one. So I think this will be the centerpiece. So we're just going to take it's going to go in the bin. It's seen better days. The zip on it's broken. It's a shame that things like this don't seem to last. So we're just going to work out which side to put up to the edge. So we're just going to slide it up there. It's an interesting pattern, but it seems to have done quite well here. So we're just going to put it on 100, and we're going to set it up for copied paper. Hopefully we won't get any nasty looking borders when we take off negative positive. So I'm wondering if we're going to leave that there and that there for some reason. We don't need magenta, and we're just going to go here and what are we going to do? We're going to add some contrast to this, and the copy density is going to stay in the middle. Brightness is gone, red is gone, contrast is there. I wonder what the hue is going to stay the same. For some reason we're doing it that way. So let's see what we can do to make this into a nice 4-way mirror image for this dilapidated kids pencil case. I didn't show the inside of it, unfortunately. I had it zipped up, so sorry folks, you didn't get a bit of a tour of the inside of this pencil case. But I just wanted to focus on what was being worked on. That looks interesting. Now you can see that the magenta has turned red. I think that's because of the hue. I don't know if I like it. It looks a bit too brown. I don't like the brown. So I'm wondering what we can do to make this look a lot better. So we're just going to work on it. I think the brown looks too yuck. I don't want the brown. I don't want that fucking brown. So we're going to make something out of it. I think, what do we do to make this so brown? I think the hue is going to be in the centre. Right, so I think if we take the hue off, it might just look a lot better. Let's see what happens when we take out the hue and we centre it. See if that brown finish goes. The red looks nice. But yeah, it's funny, it's meant to be cooling down the image, but it looks like it's heated it up, at least in the magenta it has. Let's see, that looks a bit better now. The magenta's gone back to magenta, but we don't have the detail of the ears. We don't have that section there, which I really find, it's yuck. It's too blended. There's just no shading, so I'm going to have to try another way of going about it. So we're just going to go here. So taking out the hue appears to have, and maybe the contrast is too high because it's just not allowing. We're going to drop the contrast for a change and see what happens. So we need to drop the contrast, maybe lighten up the density. We're going to take the hue again and cool it down, but not get too crazy with it, so to speak. So let's see how it goes this time. I'm wondering if maybe we've made this too. We don't want it on auto. We're going to take out some of the background and text enhance. We're going to zero it and see what all these features, if this gear change has actually created any improvements. So this is going to be a prolongated demo. It already is. Some things are just not easy to replicate. So we've got less contrast. We normally add contrast rather than lessen contrast. But we do see some of the little ears. It still looks quite blended. I'm wondering if there's anything more we could do with it. So a bit of extra hue, cooling down of the hue has improved it a bit, but still looks quite bleh. See what else we can do. if we can maybe, what colour should we remove? Maybe from reduce on the colour balance. I wonder what colour we're going to lessen. It looks as if magenta is going to be dropped. We're going to drop some of that magenta, and maybe we're going to leave the cyan like that. So it looks like we're just doing a little fancy colour balance gear change for a change. Pardon the pun, sorry guys, I make terrible little rhymes, don't I? So let's see how we go. Maybe I could have made the original master copy a bit better. I wish I did. So let's see if the ears look more prominent without some of that magenta and a little bit less cyan. So let's see how we go. It doesn't look much better. You can still see it's not that, it doesn't have as much contrastiness. I just don't know what to do. So I'm wondering if we're going to add more hue to it, but it just doesn't seem to be an original that works very well. What are we going to do? Maybe we'll just have to cool it down more. We might have to compromise a bit. So the yellow is going to stay the same. The magenta, we're just going to keep it on that. So maybe this will be our last try, and then we'll make it into the mirror image. But I'm hoping that the hue that has not been set at the extreme end, but still we've cooled it down significant, will still make it look good. We'll still get a little bit detail of the ears will show up, hopefully. It's not going to be perfect. You can see a little bit more of the ears, so maybe that's acceptable. I wonder if we're going to go down. It's gone red again with the hue, so I'm thinking that's got to be a good compromise. So we're just going to take the others and toss them aside while they keep sliding down. Fuck, I hate that. Stuff it. I'm just going to leave it there, leave it on top. Fuck. Okay, we're just going to make sure we don't lose our settings from that. So we're just going to print off another. This hasn't turned out quite as well as I hoped it would, or easily. So this is going to be a chunker of a demo to upload. I do make a lot of chunkers these days. I'm trying to become more perfectionistic with my workings. I don't like to give up straight away because I just want to create something really, really beautiful to look at. You know, it's not the, yeah, it's there to how should I put it? I don't know. Fuck, I just talk through my fucking ass. So now we've just got these two, and we just got to make two mirror images. The ears look a lot better, but it's good we haven't got the contrast, not the contrast, the hue sitting in the extreme, because it does make it look yucky. So we're just going to print off two mirrors of this. So fortunately I've loaded up the paper tray with loads of paper, so hopefully this will work out just fine, paper-wise at least. So let's see how we go. So this will be a chunker of a demo. We're over 14 minutes into the work. So let's see how we go. Alright, now these are the mirrors. We're just going to put the mirrors in the spot where they're supposed to be. So we just got our two mirrors. Well, the ears look a lot better anyway, put it that way. I'm happy with the ears overall. So let's see if we can just line these up nice and easy. Easy peasy, as they say. Easy peasy reminds me of children, like little girls saying easy peasy. Well, this pencil case is obviously aimed at girls, but it's okay if you're a boy and you love this stuff. You don't have to feel ashamed if you like this girly intended stuff. But that looks quite nice. I think we can call that a quits. Gotta go.